Welcome back, Jake here. Today we want to test out the 28-70 f2 lens from Sony. My favorite lens that I've ever used, a lens that I use almost every single day. And we're gonna go out here. I have my friend Kausha coming. We're gonna take some photos here along the pier, do some cool blue hour, weird moody lighting, and try to get some photos out of it. Welcome to the Santa Monica Pier. A lot of creepy weirdos, not gonna lie. Sick. Today we are talking about the Sony 28-70 f2 G Master lens. A few reasons that I absolutely love this lens is it's the most versatile lens I've ever used. I use it for basically everything from portraits to landscapes to studio to music stuff. It does everything I can, and that's because it fits a lot of bang inside of this small sized camera lens. That f2 aperture allows for some incredibly low light photography, so that's why it's benefited me in concerts and why it's benefited me taking it out and about, especially in these moody shoots where we're about to shoot blue hour when the sun goes down. So it'll be great for that, having that f2 aperture. It's super sharp from edge to edge of any photo you look at. 28 is my favorite focal length. I love it. I shoot a lot of my film on 28mm focal length, so transferring that over to this lens and then also being able to zoom at 70mm is huge. It also has a built-in aperture ring, which is really nice because you get that tactile feel of messing with the aperture ring and getting to control your settings that way, but you can also set it on automatic, which is very helpful. It has two different buttons. You can set whatever you want to with the camera body. I'm using it right now on the Sony A1. So you're actually able to go in and manually select what you want these two buttons to do. I just have them set to focus so I can hold the lens in focus, kind of like you would with a back button focus system on the Sony body. Another cool feature is it has this smooth to tight transition. So your zooming it doesn't zoom unless you really want it to. Or you can go smooth where it's much easier to zoom in and out, or you can lock that down to tight where it's a lot harder to kind of zoom in and out. All around incredible build quality, iris lock, aperture control, autofocus, manual focus, custom dials. It's kind of everything you want in a camera lens, and it does everything I need it to do. It definitely does not feel cheap. It definitely isn't cheap, but it is something that I highly, highly recommend.
Hey, I'm Kausha Campbell, and I am going to be Jake's lovely model subject today.
She is my model subject today. I'm excited. This is Kausha. She's gonna be our model today. Close friend of mine. We met, 3 years ago? 3 years ago, we shot a really cool beach thing. You can look at those photos right here. And now we're gonna do some moody, weird edginess. That's why she's in all black, crushing it over here.
You've literally taken some of my favorite photos ever.
Thank you.
The beach photos. I felt like a Victoria's Secret model.
Excited, it's gonna be very good. We're gonna go make cool stuff.
Heck yeah.
Boom. I think sitting down could be really rad right here, and then holding your knees looking, so you're gonna be facing that way. Okay. And then you're gonna be kind of sitting on your butt, holding your knees. Okay, look here. We're gonna just test shots, kind of starting out. So this first part of our shoot was really just during golden hour, kind of the moments before the sun went down. I love shooting around this time because you get these really cool oranges and the sky is getting softer and the light just isn't as harsh as it normally is, and that's why obviously they call it golden hour. So we messed around here with a bunch of golden hour, and the 28-70 was very, very helpful to get those super, super sharp images, as well as being able to stop up to f22 to do some of the shutter drag stuff that I love doing in these scenarios. All right, go for it, and then out to the sun. Yep, lean back, cool. Yep, and then look towards me. Sick. That's really cool. Okay, look here. Perfect. Yes. To do these blurry, weird photos during daylight, you have to be able to have a super high aperture to be able to get that low shutter speed. So to do that, I'm shooting at like f22 with a 1/5 shutter speed. And I love how these turned out. Being able to get this motion in bright daylight is something that I've been trying out a lot within my photography, and I think that it's transferring over to how I want a lot of my work to look moving forward. Sick. I think we might get a cool sunset too. Okay. Cool, open up a little bit to the light. Sick. Yep, play with the hair again. Try to lower the left hand so it's not blocking the light as much. Yeah, you can still have it up there though. Okay. Put it like right below. Yes, perfect. Yep. Okay, one more, look back here. Sick. Looking down is cool too. Yeah. Like looking down and then like rocking, looking up kind of a thing. Yeah. Yep, and then back at me. Yep, yep, yep. So at this point in the night, we are reaching peak sunset. The sky is starting to turn pink and blue. You're getting these cotton candy skies that you do in Los Angeles, California. And it's just a really like reminiscent photo of a nostalgic beach experience at the Santa Monica Pier. I really enjoy taking photos here. I think some people think that it is overrated, but I have had so much joy, and some of my favorite photos that I've made while in Los Angeles has been at this pier and along the coastline. So happy to get out here with Kausha and experience all these birds flying around and these different lighting situations and the sun changing colors. It was just really, really fun to be out here taking pictures. All right, we're using this. It is a portable light, neon light. Does all sorts of different colors. If it'll holy.
A Jedi.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold it and then this is actually perfect. This looks crazy. All right, and now we are entering blue hour, which is one of my all-time favorite times to take photos, whether it's landscapes, portraits, cars, anything. Blue hour is my favorite because it's the time the sun totally goes down, all the light is flat, and you get these special blue tones right before it gets too dark to take photos. While building the mood board for this photo shoot, I really wanted to shoot this at blue hour with the sun setting in the background. So the light would be super flat, I would be able to control it with this red light that I have, and then also not having too many harsh shadows or too many harsh elements of lighting. It's a very minimal time of the night. You probably get about 30 minutes to shoot in this moment. But it makes for some of my favorite images that I've ever made in my entire career. Not just this shoot, but anytime I get to shoot in these special lighting conditions. So we got golden hour, we got sunset, and we got blue hour all in one night, and made for a bunch of different types of feelings and vibes within this photo shoot. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Left arm up, yep. Actually, I love that. Lean into that. So sick. Coming closer, look here. There you go. Look at the camera, and then look over my right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
Yep. Hold that. So cool. Yes, hair in the face is sick. Do some more blur. Just like that. Dope. Yeah, that's sick. Just finished our photo shoot. How do you feel?
That's a wrap, guys. I thought
That's a wrap. It felt good.
Sorry, I
It
didn't
was
realize you
edgy.
asked me. I was so ready to say that's a wrap.
We're done. That's it. We're over it.
It felt good. I felt edgy. I felt cool. It was giving Bellatrix / supermodel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she nailed it. No, that's good. That's it. Great night here at Santa Monica Pier. Kausha crushed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
That
for
was so
letting
fun.
me pitch you weird ideas all the
Absolutely.
time.
I'm
and
excited to see
more
'em.
to come, for sure. Bye-bye.